of ways. First of all, it was on this day, some 118 years ago, in 1897, that a group of Ghanaians led by John Mensah Saba, the first Ghanaian lawyer, and Joseph Kesley Hayford, also a lawyer, established the Aborigines Rights Protection Society, ARPS. History, and you all know that I'm a student of history, recalls that the ARPS waged a relentless campaign that saw the defeat of the Colonial Crown Lands Bill of 1897. That bill was meant to transfer control of all lands in the Gold Coast from the hands of our chiefs to the British monarch, as had occurred in East and Southern Africa. Also, exactly 50 years later, on the 4th of August 1947, a movement for national independence, the United Gold Coast Convention, UGCC, was launched. Years later, the UGCC split and gave birth to the Convention People's Party, which eventually led the nation to freedom under the leadership of our first president, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. But also interestingly, exactly 41 years ago today, on August 4th, 1974, we all together as a nation and as one people successfully transitioned from driving on the left side of the road to driving on the right.
So I was for and a former President Mahama now all launch a 40-year development plan for Ghana. Me pese ye bese tie e Wahab. Just recently yeah, occur for hodie show so Canada. Ya mami o Canada na the programmer on no eye na yentie ensema na woka, which clearly shows there has nothing been existence like a development plan for Ghana. This same man na otiwa woka no meanwhile na 2015 na ya launch national development plan. Yentie we Wahab bi
when he was a secretary. So at what point does the party manifesto speak and praise the grassroots members for making sure the party comes to power?
Okay.
Enforcing and telling the grassroots members, the party shall take the necessary steps to make them happy, equip them, blah, 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 when they force and help, blah, blah, blah. So if you read the party manifesto now, the holistic book in the end of it, it centers on the party, how they will be able to sustain.
So what you are referring to is
so the national agenda should not come from the party manifesto. I don't need that nonsense. That one I'm saying, when a chair party manifesto,
it is the party people.
It is the party people. Okay. So if the party people wrote it, that they should write something that will help them. And what NDC create on manifesto? Any national book. NDC there, MPP there, any national book. And the manifesto also the not government to Oba. Oba the party manifesto centers in the area of their stronghold. Go and read them.
Even stronghold no crowd, there's nothing.
They don't do it. And then I make sure say because we read here, party members they encouraged to go and vote because there's a certain manifesto. Yeah. But national policy, my brother or whoever wrote it, and they say, country now an agenda da ho. And the agenda is given to the parliament. It is a President Mahama Nebaya. You cannot start building rooms and building schools, e-blocks in a community be a school in ho. Sir President Nanadu Nebaya, you cannot also just get up. Sir Misusume ya agenda one was a second.
Yo, I was here for so the reason why me boss a video we alongside former President Mahama on launch we is what this man is saying. It furnishes me. So this man is telling us said recently when NPP came to power, the people who sat down and wrote the national development plan, they did a certain presentation to the man at the command President Nanado. Say, dear ye dear waba nie, and ye hand over at the amount because it was supposed to start from 2018 Everything concerning Ghana's development is in there. And so, ọmọ ka kyerɛ ọmọ ọsafomafo ɛka kyerɛ saa ọmọ ọmọ de ba sɛ ọmọ they don't need a 40-year development plan. Ɛwɔ adodo. They need 10-year development plan. Nti na ọmọ ɛba abɛ ọmọ so ba abɛ ɛde ọmọ development plan yɛ dɛ ɛba abɛba. The question I'm asking this man is, so all this while na ne ɛwɔ Ghana ni nyinaa no, saa nneɛma wei nyinaa no a ɛkɔɔ so no wɔsi wante, wɔsi wɔnhu. So my simple as a follower, as somebody who revered him, who respect him so much, I know he's very knowledgeable, he's vocal, and he speaks his mind. He should come back and tell Ghanaians, say onya documents ni bi nkan there is a document which clearly shows say we have a national development plan. Uncle for book no, uncle for national development plan no, na onkan. Now all my country Ghana for say national development plan we no enye. Maybe when I pick agric sector, agric no normal matwere wo ho no enye we enye yenyin free yemfa we nsi mo no so fa na adwene nka ho. If not, what we are saying is say Ghana your national development plan na no advocate for no. So he should advise Akufo-Addo ene na aban aka 1 year, because the national development plan was supposed to start from 2018. And we crack shell dear or Ghana no nani suade hunu ene ne nhyehyɛ papa. Because if you have been an advocate for national development plan, na say a party have sat down with Ghanaians, na say a national development planner, na say wo pese wo overlook to say the wunhu ye because enye MPP na ye ana say ebia I'm free and I want to take part in it na wanhunu si ye de a ene ya papa ya bibi sa wo ho kofa na wo kan yi block ho asem ne ade where they wrote anything concerning education, I will say a year wrong. No? Come and tell Ghanaians, say my far national development plan I launched in 2015. No, but who say honey, yen free near for wing a day, and come home, ye also have a national development plan. If not, for now, Jai Sakasan, because there is a national development planner, Ghana, the only advocate you and I can do is we have a national development plan, we should implement it from now. As simple as that. So, I don't know whether it's a hypocrisy or something like that. And like we keep saying, these are the people that Omotina TV so kasama we think say they have it all. But you see, say on the other side, he has pretended not to know, he has pretended not to see. Say Ghana, our national development plan, which was launched in 2015 by former President Mahama. So the question is, now person why na launch no one thing. No person can say, and a one so and this also goes back to the journalist. Said the American Yama media after all, also to say, he doesn't follow much in, but Obia or seasonal journalist and Juma to say Kofi Adoma said the American. He has been on his show on several occasions. What mention is way, and it has never occurred to him. Said an American, Papa no case in the bar and the Otea no general radio so can be. Which there was no even fact. I did be no near what than CDBO. As you know, in a TV show, di one tree, di one boo, kabi. Then, by a launching national development plan, they want it. It ever have a training programs in our car, and they want it. So when Nkoto called him, I'm going to friend or no catch and say, Papa, whether national development plan or not, when the manifesto is being launched from a party, and also for her, I so there to Obama party. No, it is Obama one for failure. It is a contract between the people and the party. No more so to abide the 8 year. The only thing is that you make sure I say promises and I say no man or kind of manifesto no so by voting in or voting them out. That was his argument. But at a point, I was not understanding him because now because I've been an advocate for this particular thing. You know, now I will have 100% alongside. But this is the question we are asking. Say, so at the end of the day, were we having a national development planner? No, what 80? I will have say one teda or say one huda. Or is it because former President Mahama na launching Yentiana? So this thing has been under carpet for years. Meanwhile, you go about talking about it. You are an international diplomat. You know more. You know a lot. You speak a lot. You complain a lot. Even to the extent say you were trying to rubbish the idea of school buildings. A former President Mahama Sino, they say the schools were built in some places so even 99 kilometers and have those people, those schools that were built, there were buses attached to the schools. And there was a reason for that. The buses were to move in and out to pick students. There's no reason a school be given a school bus for anything. It is there for excursion and other programs, sports and activities to bring students in and out. The first school bus you may see for life. But you must school no bus to make their movement easy. And the idea of a day school bus, was to bring the students in and out of the school. Obi create private school crowd or bus in my school, no, or the Sisam Cranable school. So how much more say your whole senior high school no school bus? Enti abusuafo ye nyina ye sua ade. Obi ani ho a wahunu wiase no ma nyina awie. Obi o ha onim ba wo pretend because they all kind and like konelamu or kind of personal interest. Nipa dodo na omotra TV so kasa bebrebe ni nyina, it is what? It is their personal interest. Not necessarily say they are speaking for Ghana or for any distance. Even though you see him to be talking about Ghana, but or can't say the medium. That is why I'm asking this question. So Obia Onim Wahab, Omanente say me as a Ghanaian who has been his fan, who has followed him everywhere. This is a humble question and this is a humble assignment. Say, Papa, say one day, and I won't and say we have a 40-year development plan. Go and pick the plan. You can easily get access to it. But we say the amount. For plan no, ne kind, ne sector by sector, where you see fault. Because AB I don't want to take part in doing it in a well. Now they are also for input here. Ebra, Ghanaians are ready to listen, but don't sit anywhere again and tell Ghanaians say you hear 40-year development, you hear development, a long-term development plan, which we have already gotten. Yeah, what that, which was supposed to start in 2018. So, said all this kind of reviews here So NDC have suffered all these things because when this kind of people sit on television and talk, you see, say you will even have the idea say, oh, AB are saying, but what they are saying is the truth. But on the grounds, there have been a lot of things that NDC have done which has not even surfaced. Oman find your manu. Say 40-year development plan say MPP and can party manifesto and can policy and comedy be dry home 4 years and can assume day and na just a free SHS 8 years and no one sem na there be nothing else. Now introduce free SHS now one see classroom and crowd school no no so. So when you have a party who sat down with Ghanaians and planned the country for 40 years, it tells you, say, this particular party have the development of the country at heart. Because any car, wo spark ya na dia share 5G and co. So wo spark car starting from first gear, second gear na speed here there. And that is how a country should accelerate. We have to build a foundation. We have to start from somewhere. So gradually, we will get there. And that is the kind of or the way we should build a country. Na munya mu hypocrisy na mo de te Ghana na no kura ho a mo pese mo be dey mo be kan because nana adwenti no twist no. But when it comes to John Mahama and NDC because of where we are coming from no, oh obi anka ne ope, and there you are free to talk, and there you have the boldness to talk. But when it comes to MPP mo ko ma sema na ase musuro. Meanwhile Ghana no nyina ye dia. Ghana and Yakufu do na busuafo dia. Sometimes when I see some Ghanaians Aomudi MPP and they try to defend a smaller family bit say a Kufu do abusuya just because they think say omoye MPP for. You have been a fool because winim ejapade na omo pe no since omunam 6 million restaurant man ba no wunka ho e woni badin mu ne ba ne na enjoy. Wo kwame ata na wo tie kurase ho na wo tie wa wo di MPP achi no enso omunam ho no kura no wo pa akogina ho kura keke se o ye MPP ni hwese e be mu awura mu a yemfa party card na wura enso omunam ho ye di sika and ye ne ba property and ye your money sika no wahwia de ayesa project ni de ama ne ba because ne ba no onya adwuma ne papa before ansa na ne papa e be ba adwuma on kire adwuma kura na o ye a onya 6 million de koye sa project no. Enti yemfa Ghana ne nhyɛ individual nkrofo ketewa bi nsɛm ama ɔmo nwiawia Ghana japade nyina na ɔmo mɛfa yɛ nkoa. Ɔmo mɛfa yɛ nkoa. So abusuafo moma yɛ ni nyɛ dɛn ɛna hɔ Ghana na yɛ nyina yɛ dia. Obi a wɔka asɛm bia na nyame adom internet na ba nkrofo wɔ so nkrofo adwene mo dɔ. Baby ombe information ni dia firi ayede e dia babia no ombe yi aba enu nti no mimi no mienu no yen so so yenye dai yem yani na ho na yen